10 years ago, Donnie Fritz from Georgia in America was 44 years old and a happy, handsome newlywed. Life was looking good for Donnie and his wife, Sharon.
It's a snake. It's a killer snake.
But a painful swelling in Donnie's nose was about to turn their happily ever after into a nightmare.
Look at your nose, my goodness.
If you ever had a bad dream, that's what sometimes you feel like, that you're just in this bad dream.
Shut her off.
Donnie's face was being attacked by maxillary amyloblastic carcinoma, a rare and aggressive cancer that arises from the epithelium that forms the enamel of the teeth. It's so rare that only 26 cases have ever been recorded.
It's a very rare cancer, and it eats. The doctor said it's like a Pac-Man. It just chews everything it hits.
I never thought of anything that felt so hellish to me in my life.
Donnie's only hope was to have the cancer removed. Just 8 months after diagnosis, doctors gave Donnie an ultimatum: his face or his life.
I remember going to Dr. Moore and asking him, I said, "What's my chances of living?" And he looked at me and he said, "Donnie, I give you less than a 2.5% chance to make it."
After 12 hours of surgery, the doctors had removed 3 tumors. Donnie was cancer-free, but it came at a price.
As you can see, they cut out a lot of his face, a lot of tissue, a lot of bone, a lot of muscle. So he was left with a forehead and cheeks and his chin and bottom lip.
Both of my eyes, don't forget that.
Unable to speak without his upper palate, Donnie had to write to Sharon.
He told me he was a dead, dying thing, and he wanted me to leave and go live my life. My heart broke. I knew he didn't want me to leave, really to leave. And I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna keep on staying.
Sickness and health.
Till death do us part.
I pronounce today our husband and wife. Your Honor, I'd like to present to you. Oh, just a drink.
Thanks, honey, for everything you've done. I'm sorry through what I put you through all this.
It was cancer, Donnie. It wasn't you. You were attacked.
Not only did Donnie's marriage endure, he became the only person to survive such an aggressive case of amyloblastic carcinoma. Over the next 6 years, Donnie had to undergo 35 surgeries to stabilize his face. He had to readjust to living without his nose, palate, and upper teeth.
After I lost my face, I had to go to a lot softer foods to eat. When I chew, I have to take my upper palate out, and I chew with my fingers pushing down on my bottom teeth.
Despite losing his sense of smell, Donnie retains some ability to enjoy the taste of food, but his artificial palate doesn't provide any leverage to chew with. However, it's not just the practicalities of eating that affect Donnie. His big psychological challenge is coping with people's reactions to his face.
Kids, they look at me sometimes with fear and run back to their mother, and it hurts your heart because I don't want to scare anybody.
The outgoing Donnie that Sharon had fallen in love with was becoming increasingly reclusive. Frightened that she was losing her husband, Sharon searched the internet for a solution.
I went to the computer and I typed in, "My husband lost his nose," and a